A special shout out to our coffee supporters. Hello, Intactivists! In the news this week, we have Bloodstained Men, Intact America, Arc Law, and much more coming up. In POTS news, we gave out the donor report for the PAN members. It is the quarterly report, so if you are a PANS member, check it out. If you'd like to become a PANS, all you have to do is donate to Prevail of the System. The report essentially lets you know the successes, failures, and challenges we are facing at POTS. Also, this week, we released Can Foragin Regrow Nerves? If you are on the fence on Foragin, definitely give that a look-see. Also, since this is the first, let's go check out our Care Buzz. Currently, we are at 8% of our $300 goal of Let's Build a Website Phase 1. This is indeed going quite slow, but it's all right. We are pretty patient. And if you want to go ahead and help us passively raise funds to build a new website, it's super easy. You download CareBuzz, you get the Windows app, or Android, iPhone, whatever. You choose your initiative. This would be for website 1. You keep the app running. It runs silently in the background, and then that's it. And you can also share the initiative if you want. This will be on my link tree. So this link tree will be down in the comments. I have everything from the things you can do to support to the socials that you can follow me at. Also, in POTS news, when compared to amazing Intactivist groups such as Eric Klopper, Foragin, and Intaction, when compared to these three, we get more daily views than all of them, which is really awesome. And we also, our subscribers are higher per day as well. So thank you guys for making that possible and choosing Prevail over the System and POTS. That really means a whole lot to me. That is super cool. Thank you guys. Also, we started a multiple part interview series with Angel Heart. The part 1 interview was really good, so if you missed it, maybe consider checking it out. All right, and in Intact America news. Intact America rolls out Do No Harm .report, a free service to help consumers report circumcision complications and related injuries. This is on Cision PR Web. This is an article that essentially says, hey, if you have any injuries from your baby got circumcised, or forced foreskin retraction of their intact sons, or excessive pressure to circumcise, you guys, it tells you where you can go, which is Do No Harm .report. And they're even saying that, hey, they're seeking grants and also launched a GoFundMe. So that's good to help financial expansion. This is all good stuff. I've never heard of PR Web or Cision Web before. I don't know if this is like a pro intact website or service. But Intact America invested $275,000 to develop Do No Harm report and seeks to raise $50,000 through its GoFundMe campaign to cover operational costs, expanding the service to additional states and promoting the service to consumers. The Hudson Center, a nonprofit healthcare technology organization, designed the proprietary software for the Do No Harm .report platform. That's very interesting. And for more information or view a demonstration of the platform, please email info@donoharm.report. So that's pretty awesome. All right, so this is the YouTube that Georgianne released. Essentially, it's the GoFundMe video for their brand new Do No Harm .report GoFundMe. You guys can go ahead and check that out and give it a like. Just like that, see how easy that is? All right, and in Bloodstained Men news. Bloodstained Men recently went on their tour, and they have some great videos on their Facebook of what happened. It is their AAP convention protest in Orlando, Florida. It took place about 2 days ago. That is awesome. Look how many people showed up, guys. That is a lot of people who showed up. All right, if you guys want to watch more, you guys can definitely go to their website. And in Arc Law news, Arc Law did an article, Brussels Collaboration releases landmark article on genital cutting. This was released August 29th, 2024, so we're a month late to it. It says the Brussels Collaboration on Bodily Integrity, headed by Brian Earp, is very proud to announce the release of its follow-up article. If you click it, you're going to get this article, the American Journal of Bioethics, Genital Modifications in Prepubescent Minors. When may clinicians ethically proceed? If you want to read this, it's like a 51-page book. It's quite a bit. But yeah, anyways, this talks about it just a little bit. But yeah, if you guys want to go ahead and read more, just go to arclaw.org and click the blog section. All right, and in Brahim news, or Just a Tip news by Jesse Conweiler. It is currently closed. Registration for this event is now closed. So if you didn't do it the week I told you guys about it, sorry, it's no longer available to register. And on to the Intactivist calendar for the week. So on the Intactivist calendar, we have Intact America, which is the Atlanta Pride 2024. Their time is October 13th through the 14th, which is about 2 weeks from now. A little less than 2 weeks from now. It will be 9 hours a day at Piedmont Park, Atlanta, Georgia. No Cirque, Michigan. November 9th, they're going to do their annual conference on bioethics. That will be Saturday, 8:45 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. at Doubletree by Hilton. Also, the same time, November 9th, Gaudaff is doing a film screening of Cut. It is $25 to get in. Also, Your Whole Baby, they have Atlanta Babypalooza. This is on Saturday, November 16th, 2024 at the Gas Convention Center Ballroom in Atlanta, Georgia. And also Intaction. Intaction, no solid date on this yet, but in the spring of 2025 in Los Angeles, they are going to go ahead and have their first annual Intact Global Conference. And this is annual, so they're going to be doing a conference once a year. All right, and on to the polls of the week. So this poll is, do you think it's right to joke about infant circumcision? Pretty much everybody said no. The majority of them did, at least. It's split on the yes and rarely, but that is overshadowed by the resounding no on the people of the Discord. Which is quite interesting because if you think about Just a Tip, a film by Jesse Conweiler, it's going to be very interesting how people are going to react to that. Because it is a provocative comedy. Once again, guys, if you don't like how this turned out, please go to my Discord and go vote, because your vote matters. And on to the fundraisers of the week. Guys, just a quick reminder before I begin this. There is a brand new way to have your dollar go further. If you heard about any GoFundMe from POTS and you end up donating to them, please let them know you heard about their GoFundMe from Prevail of the Systems, Intactivist News, in the comments of the GoFundMe, or whatever the donor site they are using. This helps your dollar go further because not only are you donating to their cause because you gave money to them, but they also know about POTS, so they can give us the news quicker, so we can tell the community quicker. Also, people who end up looking at the words of support, they find out about POTS and brings the community together. This obviously would also help out the POTS community tremendously if you do that, and it's completely free for you to put a comment on the GoFundMe after you donated. And I'll even give you a shout out in the POTS news, on the POTS Intactivist news. Obviously, if you don't want that, please let me know before we shoot the news. All right, on to our regularly scheduled program. All right, so this is Intact America's brand new fundraiser. They have a $50,000 goal right here. They got 8 donations. They raised $3,500 roughly. So about 7% of their goal. This kind of talks about their initiative. And then your donation will be used to cover 3 major program costs. Advertising, so victims will know the service is available. Staff and processing, for filing and following up on the medical complaints, and expansion of the service to additional states, eventually to cover the entire nation. So currently, this is only available to residents of Georgia. And it says, with your help, will be rolled out state by state as funds become available. Now, I don't know how much money they actually need to go put out to one state. I'm hoping it's not $50,000 per state. I'm not really sure. If that's the case, that's going to be Very expensive. But currently this is only for Georgia and Georgians. So Eric Klopper's Intact Global fight against genital mutilation, they've raised about 22% of their goal at $11,000. That's okay, definitely slowing up here now. This is about a 3-day gap between getting $20-ish right here. You don't really want to see that slow up, but the first of the month is today, so we might see people with their paychecks rolling in. This might start shooting up. And also with Intact Global, let me see. This is also Intact Global Oregon litigation. They raised $290, so about $300 there. You can add that on. Roughly $11,300 raised for Intact Global. All right, and congratulations to Ron Lau and John from Pennsylvania. They got their money that they needed. That's awesome. I'm glad to see that work out. Hopefully, John's Peroni's gets better with the TLC Tugger. Hopefully, we get an update on that. All right, and this is Trish Cossey. Same thing, no new money added. On Prevail Over the Systems Coffee, we actually did get some more funds coming through recently, which is super awesome. It just doesn't reflect because it wasn't enough to push this up percentages, which is fine. This does get doubled, just so you guys know, until December the 1st. So you guys got 2 months until that goes away. And also, guys, remember the e-commerce program. It's 4x right now. There's a slew of benefits, including helping Intact Global, because they definitely need the money for sure. So go ahead, support Prevail Over the System, and go support Intact Global, and support other people that we contract with, like Breaking the Cut, and so on. All right, and on to the Intactivist growth for the week. So last week, we had 6,560 followers, and this week, there is 6,593 followers, which is a 33-person gain, which is fantastic, or 0.5% gain for the week. That's a 0.5% growth for Intactivism for the week. That's awesome. Putting up 50 basis points 2 weeks in a row, that's pretty big hype for Intactivism. Hopefully we can keep this trend up. All right, guys, that is all the news for today. And if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please comment that in the comment section. Please give this a like, and also subscribe if you haven't. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Bye.